Alright, hey guys, this is Ryan from The Last Resort, doing a demo commentary today on a match from SIVO, regular season, against Area 51. Pretty much this match, demo starts off a little slow, but we pick it up at the end pretty much. I think it's pretty action-packed. We're going to end up winning this match, but by a pretty good margin. Here on Pistol Round, all we're doing is Chewbacca threw a smoke grenade that blocked off mid for the CTs, and we were able to push up and kind of peek that guy through our own one-way smoke that Chewbacca threw. And we just quickly split mid and B, and I push into spawn here and get a little flash, but we get the trade kill there. I probably could have taken that a lot more carefully, but overall, it was pretty good. Splitting B is a really good thing to do in Pistol Round for a lot of reasons, because usually if you can force the player back at mid, you're gonna be able to take the B bomb site in a 5v2 or like a 4v2, and that's usually the way you want to do it, because if you can get the bomb down, I mean, you can still play the odds and surprise by or something in the later rounds. So we were able to easily win Pistol Round just because we split up their defense. And now what we're doing is we're sending Daze now to spot mid quickly, and the rest of us are taking B. And all we're doing is we're waiting for Daze to make a call mid, and then we're going to decide if we're going to go into B or not. Daze is calling that there's a few people middle, so we know there's probably still a guy B or something just hiding around. So the easiest way to take this is usually to send a few people through upper, so they can clear that in case there's people hiding, and then me and the bomb go through lower and clear everything. And as I said, there were two people hiding in upper, and Carrie and Chewbacca are able to get those kills. So all I do is I go and just pick up one of the spots that isn't being covered, and we're able to just get cleanup kills there at the end of another eco round. So we know they're going to be eco again, so we want to do something that pretty much keeps us all stuck together and isn't going to result in us letting them get guns or pull off some kind of miracle. So what we're doing is we're doing a fast mid. We had a good spawn there, so all 5 of us are going fast mid, because teams usually won't nade stack mid on ecos on this map. The reason they won't nade stack mid is because they don't want to give up the fact that they're like all playing middle or something. And all we're doing is fast splitting B. Pretty much just like Pistol Round, except a lot quicker. And I clear out spawn and upper, and I see that there's nothing here. There's one CT flanking, but our team has it on lock for the most part. The last guy was called jailed, so me and Carrie are just throwing grenades and pretty much just trying to get this kill at this point. That was a little bit of frag whoring, but it was an eco round, and we're extremely confident against these guys. I wouldn't recommend pushing for frag. So it's our first gun round, and we're going to do a default strat now. And pretty much the way we roll on this map is we do mid control, which to do mid control, me and Daze, they're on T stairs. Adam goes outside B and will eventually come through vents, and Carrie and Chewbacca go through squeaky door. And when they get to the end of squeaky door, I flash them out. So all I'm doing initially at the start of the round is just holding middle, and like we see that they smoke the end of cat, so chances are they're playing in it. So Daze and I nade it. Adam got killed from the vent room, and Chewbacca killed the guy that pushed into squeaky door, because teams will smoke the end of cat and then they'll push squeaky door. It's like a surprise, even though it's fairly predictable now. We threw this smoke right here that's a one-way smoke, and I just threw a flash that would blind anyone up close mid, except Daze jumped out a little early, so I blinded him. I spot the guy that was vent room that killed Adam, so I'm just going to post on him while Daze posts on the left side towards spawn. So right now we're deciding what we want to do. We're either going to go mid to B, or we're going to hit up A through cat. And I'm just getting to a better position right now to cover Daze. This is just being a good support rifler, because if someone peeks, I want to be able to make sure I get the trade at least if they would happen to kill Daze. We decide we're going to go mid to B while Carrie throws a fake at A. And all we're doing right now is just waiting while Carrie throws a fake. With little time left like this, teams will usually expect that wherever the action's happening, you're actually going to hit, and Carrie's doing a good job selling the fake. He's been alive really long, he's been in pit, he's keeping the enemies flashed. And we finally start to hit B. Chewbacca gets the only guy that was in B. And Daze kills the guy CT spawn that rotated. So Right now we're just getting good post plant. Chewy is in the T side upper, or CT side upper, I mean. Dazed is in lower, looking towards spawn 2, and I'm looking at red room because that's the only place Dazed isn't looking at right now. And Dazed is kind of just using his sound to hear if they're flanking, which is kind of risky. So we find out that they're not coming, and right now we're just trying to get out and save our guns. The amazing new bomb explosion animations. So we won the first gun round. Even after losing a guy, we basically won the first gun round 4v5 when they had a man advantage. There was even a 4v4, I think, actually, because we took out one of them early too, which was good. The way we play is very methodical. We just take our time and hit sites together as a team, especially on this map, a map we don't have too many strats for, but we have a lot of variations off our default that we pretty much run almost every round. We'll change it up only if teams start doing stuff to counter it, like pushing upper A or pushing B, etc. So there I go, I flashing them out the squeaky door, and we got flashed mid because they were up close. We used our mid control as an anti-eco right now, and all we did was take control middle here. So they have that op that they saved because there was one guy left last round. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit A. And the way we do this is I go back in through Squeaky and come out upper with Carry while they work a one-way smoke on Cat. And we spot the guy in sight. And my AK spray was horrible there. And we're able to take him down. So we're just going to plant like normal. We have full control of the site. I'm throwing a one-way smoke right there. So I can peek spawn through it. Even though they probably don't have guns. There's Adam getting a lot of eco frags. So we have a pretty good lead so far. Season's one of those maps that can be either CT or T sided, so it really depends on how you're playing that day, I guess. So we're just gonna stick to what's been working for the most part. 51's gonna start changing up their setups here, so you're gonna see how we adapt and start taking control middle. Dazed early peeks mid and is able to kill the guy at yellow in middle. And I'm flashing them out door at Squeaky now. And right there I'm just getting a smoke down that we can work a one-way out of. And we spot the guy CT connector. So I'm just nading the right side in case there's a guy vent room too. And all I'm doing is getting in vents to cover vent room now for days because Adam died in vents again. And I don't see anything, so I'm pretty much just hanging out here, and we're actually going to go back and try to hit A now. So we're gearing back up for an A take. Daze was able to get a pick mid to a CT spawn. I throw the one-way smoke on Cat that we're going to work out of, and Chewy flashed upper A. I jump out and clear roof because that's probably one of the most important things there, is because a lot of teams play on roof nowadays, and now we're just getting good post plant. So again, we were able to pretty much take the A site fairly late into the round, and the benefits of taking sites late in the round for us are usually the enemy team doesn't have a lot of resources left, like smokes and flashes or frag grenades, so as long as we're hitting it as a team in an organized attack, you know, and have baited out their nades, we generally see a lot of success. Like, the only things that happen sometimes are maybe we get somebody kills the planter and we can't get the bomb down in time, but executing late in the round is something that a lot of teams don't do, and it's probably because of the CGS, like, with the shortened round time. Teams were more required to act a lot quicker throughout the round, and once you committed to something, you had to commit, but now we pretty much just work slowly around the map, find out where the enemy is, and then make a educated execution on the site. So we're gonna go back to our mid control for anti-eco. Daze is taking a quick peek mid, and he sees that there's like 3 deagles there. I just throw a nade up because a lot of teams will try to push after that, and I'm just flashing him back. We called we're pushing up mid, but Adam pushed through the vents for some reason. We actually told him not to, which would have been a lot better. I missed a horrible shot there and get flashed. So there's 2 up close mid, and Daze is able to kill 2 of them quite easily, and we know there's another one somewhere around here, but he probably escaped with a gun. So it's a 3v3 right now, I believe. And we have to pick a site to go to. Oh, one was flanking, we heard him running the whole time, and Carry was able to kill him. And right now we're just going to go into A. And again, we're just working through this one-way smoke to peek into the site to find out if there are any here even. I spot the guy spawn, and I don't know how I didn't kill him, or I should say how I didn't kill him right away. I knew I didn't kill him. I don't know why Carry and Daze lined up like that for him. We could have easily traded that kill and had a 2v1 against the last guy on Cat. I probably should have expected the guy Cat. If there was one spawn, I should have known the other guy was Cat, but looking back, I guess we just had a bad play there. We shouldn't have lost that 2v3. That was just sloppy play by us late in the round. So we're actually doing our pistol round right now, where Chewbacca threw that smoke in the middle that we have a one-way out of, but we hear them up close mid, so we decided to abandon this, and we're just going to go back into a normal strat, the normal make control strat. Me and Daze take a nade off Cat, which we probably could have expected, being that they were playing up close mid. Daze throws a one-way smoke mid that we're going to work out of, and I'm just going to nade and flash Cat here, so they can get out. We hear the op spamming in mid. As a CT, I don't think it's wise to spam in mid with an op like that. I think it's stupid, actually. Unless you know they're there. Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. So, we're trying to do a retake on mid. There's a guy yellow right now, and Daze and I get spammed through the box. Adam should have been through vents a lot sooner, I think, in my opinion. Adam was able to do a good job taking him down there, but if Adam came through and we did a retake where he came out vents and I came out mid and Dave just kind of sat back and picked the guy yellow or whatever, like that would have been fine too. What they do here is pretty smart. They clear out all of upper and dungeon, and then Carry takes this really big jump that he probably shouldn't have taken. He probably could have ran into the site a lot more efficiently and gotten the bomb down, but I don't know. He just took a really wide jump that resulted in him dying. So I'm still good on money, so I'm able to drop one. And we're able to buy up still. We're still leading pretty well so far. And overall, you know, we haven't ran into too much opposition except for a few mistakes we've made, which we've only really beaten ourselves. They haven't effectively outplayed us to any extent. So Daze is working a mid pick, and I'm actually crossing mid early this round instead of flashing them out door. Just because Daze had control mid, so I figured I'd cross. Check out what's going on here. And I'm just throwing the first smoke on Cat. Because what we'll do is we'll throw one smoke, and we'll bait nades into it, and then we'll throw a second smoke later. And execute out of that. But what we decided to do is Carry's going to throw a fake A, since Adam got that pick B, and Daze got that pick mid. And we're going to split mid to B. And those flashes I threw over just add to the fake that Carry's throwing. So there's one spawn. I get extremely blind. And I'm able to take him down. And we're taking into B now. Adam was outside B because he was in vents. So we just plant like normal. And pretty much get post plant. And the post plant we get now is Adam goes pit. Daze holds lower. And I go upper. We have a really good setup here that we can all peek when need to. I get on this ledge here, just so I can strafe peek like that. When I jumped up over there, I was just thinking about, I'm showing Chewy right now in Mohawk a strat we should be using about how we can flash in between there, and sometimes I just randomly trace lines. If you throw a flash over there, it blinds the guy in the CT side of upper, in that spot when you come up lower and look up where that opper is usually opping into, you know? And I'm just suggesting that if we start flashing that when we do like a slow B tick, that'd be a good new strategy, and he agreed. So we were able to easily pick apart their defense that round. All we really had to do was just take our time again. Help that Adam got a pick in vents, and then Daze was able to catch a mid guy too. So they should be eco this round. Or they should be close to it. Their money's really, really bad. They have an op from the one they saved. I think they have 2 guns they saved, actually. And all we're doing now is just our same default where I flash them outdoor. And we're going to take control middle here. I'm throwing a smoke at the... Well, actually, Dave said he was going to throw it. And I'm just getting up close on mid. They had the op mid, so there's a good chance there's probably like deagles or something up close mid too. Just lurking around. I don't see anything. I'm just spamming common spots. And I get flanked middle somehow. Somehow that guy got past Adam. He ran all the way from B, I guess, and flanked me. Which sucks. But we were able to get the trade, so whatever, no harm, no foul, I guess. Right now, most of us are caught up on Cat. Chewy's in pit trying to flash horseshoe. And really, it's just, we're kind of working in alone at this rate. Which isn't good. Daze is holding the flank. Adam's coming back through halls late. Chewy is holding pit, which is good because he was trying to wait for his teammate, but a guy peeked out above her. And now we have 20 seconds to get the bomb down. Like, Adam's able to take down spawn. Both guys. Adam had a really good round there. Or, I don't know, if I was Chewbacca, I probably would have went onto the bridge. Or to the other side of it, the bigger portion of that pit, just by the ladder, so you could come up and cross without getting seen from spawn, and you wouldn't be able to, you'd have an angle kind of on the upper guy. I think that would have been better positioning. He had good positioning to peek and flash horseshoe, which was his initial idea. But overall, we still won the round, so I can't complain. So I'm pretty sure they're eco this round. I think they 4-spot last round. Yeah, Daze is able to catch one in middle, and there's a lot in the middle right now. And we're able to pretty much take care of that. And all we're doing right now is this. I remember this round specifically because I was yelling at Chewbacca for running in the site alone, and he countered by yelling at us for hanging around middle. All we were really doing was just trying to get Daze off and protect it, so they couldn't save another op because they've been saving guns a lot. But if Chewbacca ran into that site and that guy would have been hiding there or something and killed him and then got a gun, like, that's how you lose 3v1s and 4v1s. Like, little slip-ups like that. He should have just hung back. It was a 4v1. We could have took up Cat late. It's not like planting the bomb and winning the round gives you any money advantage. Planting the bomb and losing the round does give you a money advantage, but planting the bomb and winning the round does not. So, in that situation, you just want to pretty much hang out with your team for those reasons. There's no need to run into the site alone and try to pour yourself out for kills. So they're playing aggro mid this round. We threw the one way early. Adam was able to kill a guy at a jail room, and we hear a bunch of them up close mid. So I'm going to come out, and we're able to take one down, Adam is, and there's another guy generator that Daze is able to take down. So we start going up Cat quick because we killed 3 of their players, especially on middle, actually 4 of their players. And Daze is able to pick the last guy off. They tried playing aggro on us because their normal passive setup hadn't been working. And we just were able to use our default and communication to pretty much out-aim them and win the round because of it. So we're doing a hard out A this round. Daze is just throwing a bunch of flashes middle, and all 4 of us are going out upper A. There was a guy in horseshoe and we get the trade. Right now I'm just spamming nades into spawn, and we're going to be... I'm throwing a one-way smoke to lurk through. I'm crossing to CT upper now just because I want to make sure this is all cleared out, so nobody can come out and gate somebody. Somehow they have like 2 guys in the site. I think it was the second smoke they threw. Somebody threw a smoke towards the site boxes that just allowed them to push in from Cat. And right now we know there's 1 or 2 in sight. I see a guy right now. Actually, I don't know why I'm not shooting at him. And I'm able to get these 2 guys. This last guy's gonna come up Cat, I believe. And I strafe out so I can kill him. I don't want to just let my teammate hang there while trying to plant the bomb. The smoke I threw that landed on the stairs was good because you can peek through it, and like spot upper A, lower, like the spawn area and site and whatnot. The smoke somebody threw into the site was kind of dumb because they can hide in it and you can't see cat when you're in sight, which that smoke almost lost us the round, I guess, in retrospect, because they could have jumped into it and got those kills, but they were really blind. So they triple nade stack mid and double smoke it, and we're doing something we uncharacteristically, we really never do. Daze pushes out through a double smoke, and I'm about to too. What I'm doing is I'm just nading up close, and I'm going to flash off this wall to blind them. I flashed off the pole that you can barely see, and then I'm flashing off the wall too. And I'm turning and pushing into it, and I'm able to catch 2 guys there. And there's another one too, and we're just going to peek them together and take them down. There was one spawn side. So overall, again, our mid control has prevailed, and the 3 of us are just going mid to B. And I'm just sitting there waiting, so all 3 of us group up and Adam doesn't get flanked by a cat guy or whatnot. So Carrie's going to go clear spawn and upper, and I'm going to clear lower, pretty much. And right now I'm just looking at upper because that's the only thing I didn't clear. And I'm throwing a smoke right there. We call that God Smoke because it's a perfect one way you can lurk through. And I'm just sitting here, and the way that smoke benefits me is I hear this guy flanking, and I just drop inside of it. And this guy can't see me. And we get another round. So they were bought up last round, and we're just kind of doing like a fast mid here. It's actually a fast A strat. There's 2 guys that are rushing upper A, and I'm pushing through mid quick to get the cat. Oh, I'm sorry, they're coming out squeaky quick, and we're hitting up cat quick. I meant. I don't know why we just double naded that box after I naded it and spammed it. I naded it just because I thought it'd be an interesting time for them to try to play there. The second nade was kind of overkill. So, I have no idea where that guy killed him from. He was up close on the wall and was able to take him down. I'm going to get flanked here from the door, and there's really nothing I can do because he can see me to the door, and I thought I heard him, and I looked at it, and I just whiffed a horrible spray there. Daze and Chewy quickly act and push him and get the kill to counter it. And now they're just going to take their time going out upper A. They know there's a ton of CTs all around the site, so what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to get a pick and go through spawn to B. They don't have much time. They only have 28 seconds, so they have to act quickly. Daze is able to kill the guy spawn. That should be the only guy there because they know there's probably a guy in sight and then probably a guy like near cat or mid. So they're able to push through spawn to B, and this is sometimes always a good thing to do. So they plant the bomb like normal. And they get,
I can't believe
they get their positioning, and this is a funny round too because Daze gets in that smoke that I talked about last time, and he hears, I think he hears one flanking, yeah, and he just gets unlucky here and gets extremely blind and is unable to do anything. So Chewy's in a 3v1, and he just plays this perfectly. For some reason, the spam damage is horrible now with this new update, I guess. And he just pretty much weaved around the box and was able to successfully win the round in a 3v1.
These guys are so fucking bad, like real.
I don't know if that would have happened on the old version of Counter-Strike, I guess. It seems spam damage has taken a hit though in this new update. So we're going live here, and we really didn't practice this map to come up with a new pistol, so we're just using a pistol round we used at LAN Champ against X3O, and or no, we used this against Mika Gaming, and this didn't work there. I don't know why we thought it'd work here. Really, it's good in theory, but I think we need a few tweaks on it, so which we'll probably kink out. overall, I hear Squeaky open, so we're able to get the kill on him. We put ourselves in an instant 5v4. This is an interesting strat by 51 just because they do like a triple fake. So we figure out that there's no one else coming door. There was no one mid. The chances are they're going to be. Adam calls, there's one A. So I start moving over to A, and then they're like, oh, nope, they're actually going B. And this is where I make a mistake. I probably should have just hung out right here, but instead I push in and get killed. If I still had a flash and a nade, and I just kind of ran in. I should have waited for my teammate. It would have won us the round. And we all just kind of ran in on our own anyways. We should have waited for Daze to retake too. Overall, Daze just gets put in an uncomfortable position there, and there's nothing we can do because of it. So we're eco now, and we will be for the next 2 rounds, and I buy my deagle because I love deagle. This can be a bad habit. If you're an offer, you probably shouldn't buy deagles on eco rounds like this. Being that I rifle, I find it appropriate for me to deagle. But if you can effectively use them, then it's a great thing to do deagle pushes. So I'm just spotting T-stairs right now, and I find this being completely lame. I see a guy cross and spawn, so all I'm doing right now is I'm just posted right on him where his head's going to peek, because he's going to cross again. So I'm either going to hit the shot, or I'm going to miss it when he crosses. But he peeks with dualies. He crouch peeks across or something, and gets the dumbest kill ever, in my opinion. I think it's stupid that he buys dualies there. I think that's a joke. I mean, the accuracy on the dualies isn't good. You have to pay a stupid amount of money for them. He obviously bought them because he died in pistol round, and it's impractical in my opinion. But hey, I mean, he's getting kills on us, so I really can't complain, I guess. But if you want to be consistent with your winning, you probably shouldn't buy dualies like that. So right now we just pick up a AK and a Galil and a deagle, so we're able to save these guns. But a funny thing happens here, which I'll show you. Deimos is going to come hunting for him, and you know how there's a box that comes up that gives you a random fun fact about the round? It blocked Chewbacca's view, so he couldn't see Deimos when he went to kill him, which is pretty funny. If he would have saved that, we would have had a Galil and a deagle, and we could have easily probably pushed and won this round. Anyways, we're going to be eco again because we lost that last round. And Daze and I are just going to do another mid push. I think he has a flash this time. They've early flashed mid, so I'm just going to walk up. They flash again, and Adam's able to take down Deimos, which is good, which allows me to get some dualies. So this is kind of my rubbing it in, because I get to run around with the dualies now, even though I think I don't get a single kill with them. What we've done here, though, is I'm just spotting mid. We have 3 people towards B, and Adam watching A to call early in case they're coming A. 51 does a good job splitting us up, I guess, because what they're going to do is I think they fake out upper A and then end up hitting B. Yeah, Adam calls they're coming upper A, so what I'm doing is I'm just getting up close. I'm getting into a spot I can hide in sight, and we called Dazed over to rotate too. And this guy's going to throw a pretty good fake. We should have known it was a fake right away. All I'm doing is just throwing a nade in there to do damage. He flashes sight. I'm just hiding. Dazed is baiting for me and now looking at mid. He's probably going to move to B soon because Dazed will realize it's a fake. There's only one guy there. We get a call that they're starting to come B. We get the kill here. Adam gives me the Galil because he only has 8 HP. And now Adam has a kit, so this is a very winnable round for us. It's a 4v3, I think, in our favor. So pretty much we're going to start coming into the site, and we do some really good damage to, you know where both 2 guys are. I do a horrible job trying to kill that guy. I should have killed him. I did like 80 to him or something. And we know where the last guy is. It's going to be a 2v1. And we're able to win the round, and Daze picks up the kit from Adam. So it was a good eco. They could have won that probably if they stuck together, I think. If they would have all came out upper A, or if they would have all went B, you know, like they probably would have had a better chance doing that. Instead, I mean, we killed one guy at middle who was alone, we killed one guy at upper A who was alone, and then we had a 5v3 at B. And we were able to take him down. We just used our numbers advantage. If there's something to be learned from this, it's don't split up when you're the other team who has the advantage in guns, because you let the other team get guns and get an advantage in numbers. So, first buy round, we're just going to boost up on the roof. I'm going to play on the roof, and Adam's going to be playing a bunch of different spots. He's going to be spotting from there, he's going to be spotting from upper, he's going to be moving around a lot. I can hear him coming around towards Cat. Most teams on this map will just throw smoke down on Cat and try to execute their default, kind of like we do, except we have a lot more work going around middle. And all they're going to try to do is pretty much split A like that. They're going to send, I think, 2 or 3 guys up Cat. Adam probably should be playing in the horseshoe, or like, if you see that double stack box on my left, right there next to that ladder, that's a good spot to play, like behind it, so you're covered from Cat, and Adam peeks and gets exposed from Cat. I'm able to kill the bomb planer. I probably could have let him run. I'm able to also kill another guy in pit. Daze pushes across and kills 2 people. Both people were probably extremely blind. I don't recommend falling out off the roof like I did there, but I really had no ammo, I guess. So I was going for the gun. I don't know. I really can't justify that. It just kind of worked. Anyways, we're on game point now. Even though we actually play out to 17 for some reason, because we didn't realize we won 13-2 in the first half. So what I'm doing here is I'm pushing through upper A to clear it. I actually wanted Adam to come with me, and you'll see why in a second. I wanted him to come with me because I'm coming out squeaky door. And if he was with me when I came out squeaky door, he would have killed this guy, but he lands a nice 1D on me. And I probably should have flashed out the door. I don't know why I didn't. I thought there was nobody else there. Carey was at B still for an insane amount of time. I don't know if there were people putting pressure on him there, and he probably should have been rotated over, but yeah, I mean, he's still there right now. Like, he could have rotated to such a better spot, so he could have rotated A a lot quicker, like right where he is right now. That would have been even better if he was there and trying to cover B and middle at the same time almost. Funny enough, Carey's able to get a kill on Damos, who's kind of cluelessly hanging around middle. In a situation when you're in a 2v1 as a terrorist, I don't know why you'd go hunting for frags. Carey's able to spot the last guy and spawn, and the problem we made on our team was we were dead talking. We were talking to him on our vent and just kind of telling him what's going on, which is obvious because he's playing, he knows what's going on. And it probably made him hard to concentrate, and he probably could have won that round if we weren't putting useless information into his ear. So we're going to buy it, and we're going to play an aggressive setup, I think. Sometimes when we just like to mix things up, and we'll play an aggressive setup where I get up close mid, Chewbacca goes B at the start of the round, and then he'll come over to middle. And one guy will watch vents and then go watch B once Chewbacca gets in vents. So Daze flashed mid for me. He called that he was going to flash mid, and Adam and I are able to take that guy down, even though I did most of the damage to him. So right now there's one guy in A, and one guy's coming out squeaky late. And all I'm doing is I went to throw a smoke cat, but Dazed ran right into it. So Dazed and I are going to go take up cat and try to retake this bomb site now. I throw a bad nade. It was supposed to land in sight. The site was clear anyways. I throw a bunch of bad nades this round. For some reason I'm not a good nade thrower mid-round. I pull out a nade and I think it lagged or something with this new update, because I went to flash horseshoe. There was a miscommunication on our team, and it just goes to show you how important communication is. Adam called, or no, Chewbacca was calling that they were both towards dungeon, like dungeon and horseshoe, but for some reason, one of the guys who was still alive thought there was one CT upper in that loft area, which led to kind of, I think it was Dazed running in like backwards, not looking at upper, and then It was bad. It was just bad communication and us playing sloppy right now, which is something you should never do. You should always play your best. So right now they're doing kind of a mid take. I am up close mid. They work the one way. I'm able to get one and two guys, I believe. I probably should have had that third too, but either way, it's a good eco right there for us. All we did was we pushed up mid and Daze was gonna flash, but they worked out way too quick.
We just need to let them come to us.
So
But
Carrie's
so
flanking,
stupid, like that last round. Deimos ran out of upper by himself.
and he's gonna get an AK, and he knows there's a guy on cat, and he hits a really nice shot there, actually.
That shit was nuts.
Chewbacca's
Yeah, but Warminster got one lead when he tried
CT
that.
spawn with an op. Chewbacca doesn't really op that much, so he's actually just gonna save that. There's not, like, eco rounds are hit or miss sometimes. I mean, they either go your way or they don't. We got a few kills, and we probably could have won that round if we had, like, a kit or something. I think Carrie actually had a kit, but I mean, if they rotated differently together, if they both came through spawn and just retook that, maybe they'd want it, but maybe they both came through cat. Either way, we're actually kind of low bot right now. As you can, I had 4-2 and I bought an M4, and they called to save. This was me not listening. Dazed is using the saved op, and all I'm doing is I'm just getting aggro on mid now with the saved M4 because we're kind of concentrating our two guns to middle and then spotting around the rest of the map to see what else everyone has. I think Carrie has an M4 too. Or no, Chewbacca did too. Either way, we're very low bot, so we can buy next round full buy. Which is something I don't really recommend because our money's off. I hear him come out squeaky, and I peek into a flash, which sucks, but they don't have anyone coming T-stars, so it's okay. Chewbacca's throwing a flash for me right now. That's going to land on cat, and I'm able to peek and get the kill. So we have a good advantage now. And it's in this situation, like right here, where I'd almost recommend falling back into a passive setup when you have an advantage like this. And had we started too earlier, I mean, this round would have been a lot easier to win, probably, because we would have been a B a lot earlier. So what 51's doing is they're double smoking the entrance to B, which is smart, but since they're planning, I'm pushing straight through. And we're able to pretty much take down their entire team with a solid retake. I mean, we communicated where we were coming from. What happened was one came from CT spawn that was Dazed, and he was opping into the site. Me and Adam were coming from jail, and we stated we were pushing right in, and Chewbacca was flanking quick. So we put fast pressure on him and a fast retake. And fast retakes are sometimes stuff you have to do, and it works good on that site. It works good on a lot of sites like that, like B on Dust 2 or B on Inferno, Banana on Inferno. So right now, me and Adam are throwing smokes that land in front of Squeaky Door, or not Squeaky Door, like on Cat, that block off the view of Squeaky Door from middle. So it looks like we're pushing to bait nades, and then we're just gonna play normally. And I'm just going to play in the horseshoe this round. And all I'm doing is, I like this spot here because people jump across into that because they expect the opper and upper, or they expect the guy up close, you know? So people will usually jump that angle. And I see a guy cross, and I'm lagging a little bit, and I'm able to take one down. Adam nades another one. You know what? I only did see one guy. I just lagged that much. Wow. I just realized that in demo. I thought the guy ran away in the match. For some reason there's this awkward lag in this new update that hits servers every now and then, which is extremely unpleasant to play with. So right now I'm just playing an up close angle on upper A, and I do something stupid here. I just push into it. I heard a footstep, so I'm like, I'm just gonna push, and I do a lot of damage to him. He only has like 10 health. We're actually all peeking really carelessly right now, just kind of playing sloppy. Regardless, we're able to win the match, and that's actually the 17th round we won. Looking back on the match, there were a lot of positives for our team. We played an extremely solid T-side that stemmed off of our mid control, which is an extremely good strategy that we run. We used it on regular rounds, we used it on anti-eco rounds. We played pretty solid. We got our trade kills when we needed to on T-side, and CT side when we had guns and we're playing actually not for frags. We played really, really well. Like the first gun round when they tried executing through cat, we had a good setup that probably could have been altered still and been a little better. Season's one of those maps though that, you know, like I said, it can be either extremely T-sided or extremely CT-sided. I think, depending on the team who's playing it, it really defines it. We have a good T-side that has a lot of organization and a lot of options on their strats, so we always have somewhere to go and plant the bomb usually. And we're not caught in certain strats. There's a lot of other strats I know on that map that I'd like to show you guys, but I think it's actually already been covered in an article here by one of my former teammates. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If I'm going to try to start getting POV demos uploaded from this new engine, because there's no demos to watch now, which kind of sucks, because even I like watching demos from time to time from the old days. But that's it. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed.